When you're ready, I want to tell you a little story. Never listen to this if you're operating machinery or driving a car. Find a comfortable place where you can take just a few minutes for yourself. I want you just to close your eyes and just take a nice deep breath. Just let go of all of your worries and all of your tensions from your day. Exhale any negative energy you're ready to get rid of. And just breathe in a nice, clean, full breath. And just let it out. One more nice deep breath when you're ready. And just imagine a wave of relaxation flowing over your body as you exhale your breath, allowing yourself just to sink deeper for a moment while you listen to my story. This is a little story about a race. You see, a long time ago there was a race. This was not just any race. This was a very special race. And because of this, many competitors entered the race. The numbers were truly huge. It was estimated that there were between several 100,000 to several million. Far too many participants to count. However, there was a catch to this particular race. You see, not only was the course not known, but neither was the duration. This, as I'm sure you can imagine, caused an issue. Should the competitors race to the front, or should they conserve their energy to the last of the course? When the race started, the field set out. Some were clearly not ready, and they fell quickly by the wayside, while the rest continued to forge on. The race was hard, with many twists and turns, ups and downs. Each competitor continually battling to be the first. It was truly relentless. There was no time to stop and rest, and only the very best stood a chance. At times, the prize was shared, but generally there was only one winner, and to succeed in this particular race, they would have to be a winner in every regard. Nothing less would be enough. As the race continued and the finish line appeared, the remaining competitors surged forward, each trying to be the first. On and on they pushed. Nothing but the goal was important to them now. Finally, one won. And the prize was immediately sealed off to the other competitors, like an impenetrable cave door closing to them forever. However, there was another unknown catch. Even though there was now a winner, this was not the end. Instead, the winner had to immediately take their prize and travel with it onwards, with another journey that they now had to complete. This was perhaps the most dangerous part, and if they failed at this stage, there was no consolation prize, no second place. The penalty was death. Now, this is a race that you've already been in. And, surprise, you won it. This was a race when you were nothing but a sperm swimming towards the egg. You beat potentially millions to get here. This was, of course, before you even had a brain or a body. When you reached the egg, that was not the end. You and the egg had to travel together as a team, joining forces, merging, growing, and developing at each stage. And you did so. You became one, and you slowly turned into an embryo and then a human. Approximately 40 weeks or 280 days later, you made your debut on the planet. And since you have arrived, you've had many emotions and experiences, some good and some not so good. Let's look at the possible not so good list for just a moment. You've probably known fear, loss, disappointment, anger, boredom, lethargy, impatience, lack of motivation, etc. If you are faced with that challenge now, like the one that we just discussed, you may even think, I could not do that. But I think it is important to realize that this natural propensity to win, that was an absolute requirement for life. And it did not die when you were born. It still resides within you. Maybe very deep within you, but it's still there. Now, if you can do that back then, there's nothing you cannot do. You can be brave. You can be resilient. You are enough. You're amazing, strong, capable. You can and you do make a difference. And you have every single quality within you to be a winner, or you would have never made it. You may look at your life right now, and there could be some things causing you to doubt this. Maybe you're perhaps looking at previous results, and you may view these past results or experience as evidence as to who or what you can achieve, what you're capable of. You may even be rationalizing this with thoughts of limitation. You're actually rationalizing lies to yourself. You are not a loser. You are not a quitter. You are not weak. You are none of these things. These previous results have nothing to do with what you can achieve. These things that have knocked at your confidence, whatever they may be, were merely things that happened to you before, right now, at this very moment. Before you reach this fork in the road of decision, where you get to choose which path you're going to take. I'm not minimizing what has happened to you, and perhaps that needed to happen to you for you to be the version of who you are right now. Strong, confident, wise, rightly or wrongly. But don't for 1 second let yourself fall into that trap of believing that what you want is impossible. Even the word impossible says, I'm possible. These experiences are not evidence of who or what you are. You may be casting around inside your mind right now on a mental search, looking for evidence of being a winner. Maybe struggling to find it. And if that is the case, that is okay. For now, anyway. Know that the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. It is now time to take that other fork in the road. Because despite what you may presently think, feel, and behave like, you are a winner. You feel this now, deep within you. This little story of your race renews your confidence and strength, reminding you of who you are and how far you've come. Reminding you there's no limit to where you can decide to go. Now, if you'd like to return, you can do so now, returning as I count up from 1 to 5. Or if you just like to stay in a nice, relaxed state, you can do that too, returning when your subconscious is ready. If you're choosing to relax longer, just ignore my following words. If not, you can come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, returning here.